Do you have any advice on how to tell a person you like them? Fudge, I had a really good thing I used to tell people back in the day. I think the best way to approach people and have a conversation with them is ask yourself, if there was somebody who liked me, how would I want them to approach me? Seriously, think about it like that. There's 2 possibilities. 3, I guess, technically, but we'll only worry about 2. The 2 main possibilities we'll worry about is you'll go up to someone, you'll either go up to somebody and you'll say, I like you. And they'll say, oh, oof, I don't really like you. And then, well, okay, hey, that's the way it is. Can't force somebody to like you, right? Or you'll go up to somebody and you'll be like, hey, I like you. And they'll be like, huh, oh my goodness, I like you too. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. And then there's the 3rd possibility, which I didn't want to say, but it's always a possibility. They might go, ew, and be like, oh, I don't like you at all, and be very negative about it. So pretty much you're dealing with those 3 possibilities, right? So in all of those cases, let's weigh them out. Ask yourself, A, there's nothing you can do about somebody who's going to be mean to you. So I wouldn't worry about that one, right? So I would approach it like this. Assume that they either like you back or they don't, right? And if they don't, get it in your mind, you need to be willing to accept that, right? Holding on hopes that somebody will like you when they don't is never a good strategy. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for anyone, okay? So tell yourself, if you are going to approach someone and ask them out or something like that, always be willing to accept no for an answer. The simple reality is you, just like anyone else on this planet, cannot force anybody to like you. That is the simple reality. And be accepting of that. I mean, that's the simple thing. If you ask someone out on a date, everybody bears all of the right to say no. Okay? You follow me? So be willing and ready to accept that. I know that sounds obvious because it is kind of obvious, but it still needs to be stated. You have to say that to yourself. You have to say, if this person does not like me back, I will be okay because that's totally within their right not to like me. And there's going to be other people, right? Remember, there's always other people. Just because you lose one person, again, it's the phrase, there's always other fish in the sea. That's true. I mean, there may not be a fish exactly like another particular fish to the letter, but in general, there's always somebody else out there for you. So, and keep that. But anyway, I won't deep dive too much into that, but that topic. But I'll just say that. Just seriously, go and approach them and say, but approach them in a way that you would want somebody to approach you in a comfortable way. And the way I like to do it is, if you're going to approach someone, do it in such a way where you give them an opportunity to back out that doesn't leave you or them in an uncomfortable position. One of the best ways to do it is, rather than like going up to someone and saying, hey, I really like you. Do you want to date me? Right? Go and say, hey, would you be interested in going out to lunch with me sometime this week? Right? You're not asking them out on a date. You're just asking if they want to get lunch. If it's a classmate or something like that, ask them if they want to do something. Don't make it sound like you're asking them on a date or something like that. Just ask them if they want to hang out, and then see if you talk to them for a bit, see if you can get to know them, things like that, okay? Because that way, if they say no, if they're interested in you, they might say yes. They might be like, oh, here's an opportunity to get better to know this person more. And if they're not interested in you at all, they'll probably just, they can give you a soft rejection, be like, oh no, I'm busy this weekend, sorry, maybe another time, right? And that will leave you in a much better position. You're putting them in a position, I can tell you hands down, it is never going to be good for you to just walk up to someone, get down on one knee, go, "Excuse me, I would like to profess my undying love and gratitude towards you. Do you love me back? Well, do you?" You're putting them on the spot. You are putting them on the spot. You do that to someone, don't be surprised if they punch you in the face. They shouldn't. I don't think anyone should punch anyone in the face, but I'm just saying don't be surprised, okay? Remember, treat other people the way you want to be treated. You wouldn't want someone who you didn't have romantic feelings potentially for to put you on the spot like that, right? So don't put them on the spot. You feel me?